Hey, what is up everyone? Welcome back to another review, and today I'm taking a look at this right here, and this was in the shop when I was looking for the real grade unicorn Gundam, so I thought it would be pretty cool. There is a mobile suit right there on the bag. This is for using with the Figure-Rise stuff, as you can see there. Figure-Rise Effect, Figure-Rise Standard, and Plastic Model Kit Burst Effect. But anyway, most of the time stuff like this is kind of on the expensive side. Like a lot of the SH Figure Art stuff and all that is kind of expensive compared to this right here. This only cost me about, hold on, 880 yen, as you can see right there, so this is really cheap. There was other ones of these released last year. None of them I thought would really work so well with, say, Gunpla or something like that, but this one right here looks like it would work really well. It is also an action base, as you can see down here, but anyway, that's enough about this bag. Let's bust this open and see what we've got in here. Where does this thing open up? So this opens up down here at the bottom, just like a standard action base. Here we go. Pull that all out of there. First off, we've one runner in here in absolutely crystal clear plastic. This is from last year, Bandai 2016, so this was used with some of the other effects. Next up then is the second runner. This is brand new, and this is the explosions, so I can't wait to see what they look like once they're put together. I think stuff like this doesn't actually clip together, does it? Next up then in this kind of smoky gray is the kind of aura effects they're referred to on the box, so that's cool as well. This feels a little bit flexible compared to the other two runners. Next up then is that thing for the Bandai server, which you can take online. It is in Japanese, but you can win some Gunpla. Might be restricted to Japan though. And right here is all the instructions. So that looks pretty simple to put together. There's an example of it with a Figure-Rise Standard, like the Dragon Ball figures or something like that. There's how you put all the explosions together. And it does seem down here you just use them as a half apart, not necessarily together, but this explosion here, maybe just this one, I'm not sure if it's all of them, can be clipped together to make a kind of three-dimensional one. But anyway, let's take a look at the runners. Let's get it all cut up. So there is all the parts, 1, 2, 3, 4 of the action base segment. So this part connects into that part, onto this part, and onto this part. I'm actually quite curious as to how viable these will be for action bases for Gunpla. You probably noticed that in my videos I don't actually use Bandai action bases anytime, ever. What I always use is this here. You always ask me what it is, and this is just a Figma stand from a Figma action figure. I just find it's just so much more usable, stronger, and just simple than the Bandai action bases, which are huge, awkward, lots of little clicky pulley bits. But I just find simple is the best. I can already say I'm not that big of a fan of this because you cannot bend the parts. These kind of like slot in at the angle you want and then don't really move. So if you want to kind of change the angle, if you want to get a new pose in, then you have to pull it off and connect it on like that. Pull this one off, connect it on at the other angle, and that is a bit of a pain in the ass. Overall though, it is a nice looking action base to kind of make a bit of a diorama or something, but still, it's good, not great. But for the price, I don't think you can do much better. So there are all the aura parts cut out. Let's stick them onto the action base and see what they look like. And the last one, there we go. So that is it finally put together, and I have to say it does look pretty cool. A bit like a basket, but a cool basket. So there it is with a Figure-Rise Dragon Ball Z model kit, and that's probably, I guess, the kind of intended use for this. So if that's what you're looking to get one of these for, then that is what it looks like right there. There it is with an SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball figure, and there it is with the real grade Unicorn Gundam. Anyway, let's move on to the explosions. Okay, so next up then is the explosions. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. These two here can stick together. These two kind of look like ground explosions, so can kind of connect on like that. But we've also got these little parts as well, which can connect the explosions up there like so. So let's try and just stick some of those on and see what they look like. Pop that on there, like that. Then pop it onto this side. We've got these holes in the side right there, and that's what that looks like. Let's stick them all on. Stick that one in there like so. The instruction says to stick this one here, so why not follow those for now? Okay, so these ones can be stuck on kind of like this as well. Doesn't really look as good as when they're flat on this side like this though, does it? Let's see, where'll I stick that? Oh, that'll do. Can also put them out kind of to the front like this to get more of a kind of three-dimensional look to all of that. Stick this one on there. And the last one up here, I guess. Okay, there, that'll do. Let's try and stick the Unicorn Gundam in there now and see how good will that look. Alright, so there is what it finally looks like after a lot of messing around. It took me a while to get it like this, but that does look pretty cool. See if I can like that a little bit better. That definitely does look really nice, especially underlit like my desk is here. That casts a lot of nice light and shadow through all these clear parts. So if you do get yourself one of these, a nice black background and some underlighting would be absolutely perfect. It really gives these a dark kind of cloudy look. But that is pretty cool. This is an absolutely unintentional unicorn movie moment right here. So yeah, that looks really nice. I'm going to throw a couple of the aura effects on the back, and then we'll have a final look and a final spin of what this looks like. Okay, so that is it for the review, and this is definitely a nice budget alternative to some of the effect parts that are out there. To some they might look a little bit simplistic, but if you're any way good at airbrushing at all, a little bit of white paint here and there will make that look fantastic. As it stands though, I didn't mean that as a joke, but as it stands though, it's a pretty cool action base. Most Bandai action bases are this price or more anyway, so if you want something a little bit more interesting, a little bit more dynamic, then this is definitely the thing for you. Also, I totally forgot to mention, but these two parts here can connect together just like this for a three-dimensional explosion effect. Anyway, that is it for the review. Make sure to come back for the next one, which will be the ground effect here. Anyway, by the way, can anyone guess or tell me what is that mobile suit that's on there? It looks to me like a gym type mobile suit or something like that, but I can't quite place it. Is this actually a mobile suit you can get or not? I don't think so by the looks of things, but what is that mobile suit? If you know, let me know. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and make sure to come back for more reviews, and I'll see you next time.